on flooding, which has affected a lot of places we often see when we see this much rain. We were in Pendleton earlier today, Nettles Park, as you can see a lot of water there standing across the park area. Hopefully that will start to recede soon. In Greenville County, a look at West Blue Ridge Road at Arch Street, another area we see flooding at quite frequently when it rains this much. You can see the sheriff's office out there directing traffic, and then the public works trying to get that water out of the roadway.
And here's a look along Ross Street in Greenville County. You can see that water surrounding a home. Now, the woman who lives there had to be rescued by the Parker Fire Department. We spoke with her about that scary situation this afternoon.
Fox Carolina's Matt Koufax live for us outside her home. So, Matt, as the water receded at this hour?
Yeah, Cody, the water has gone down a little bit, but you can still see this creek right here on Ross Street. The rain is still coming down. The water is still moving pretty swiftly, and it was a lot higher earlier, not as high now. It also sits, if we pan down and kind of look up here, it also sits right inside this Greenville neighborhood, which causes a lot of problems for Lenita Copeland and her husband, Bob. You can see just how close their mobile home is to the water right here. And the couple says this is the second time that their home has been flooded. They say water got so high it was nearly at the knee level, possibly even higher at some points, and it happened, they say, very quickly over the course of a couple hours, so it took them by surprise. I spoke with Parker District Fire Chief Greg Farley, who confirms firefighters responded to a call from the home and arrived shortly thereafter. Lenita's husband, Bob, says water was already up to the third step in their home by the time they realized they needed to even make the call. He talked to us about how the water just kept creeping up and how they realized they needed to get out.
Come outside and look, we wasn't, there's a little rain, and all of a sudden, woof! Come back and there was water up halfway to the car. All the way up. Half of these tires were covered with water. That's how deep it was. Running from over in there, pushing all back over in here.
And he says it only got worse before it got better. Lenita says firefighters picked her up and carried her to safety. She's happy to be okay, but she says she and her husband aren't sure where they're going to stay tonight because of the damage to their home. And the couple also told me they smelled gas in and around the area of their home. I talked to the fire chief about that, and he said they didn't hear any reports of a gas leak in the area, but they are going to look into it. Now, in the meantime, the couple is reaching out to the Red Cross, hoping for help with accommodations. We'll keep you updated. For now, Matt Koufax, Fox Carolina, the 4 o'clock news.
Matt, thanks so much. And of course, a lot of areas seen what we saw there where Matt was. This is in Pickens County, in the Easley area. A lot of you reached out to us about the flooding there as well. These creeks really rising when we see this much rain. Our team coverage continues right now from the Pickens County area.
Yeah, Fox Carolina's Carrie Weimer joining us live in Easley. And how is it looking out there now, Carrie?
You know, the funny thing is, guys, right now it looks pretty calm. The rain has almost stopped. The roads are a little messy, but earlier today it was a much different picture. I'm going to just show you a couple things here. We're in the front yard of a house that actually got flooded. You see the debris on top of the trampoline? The water came up that high. Not only the trampoline, but also right here where their car was parked. You can still see the level of where the dirt came up in the water. It came up that high on this car right here near Brushy Creek. Now we are on Pinewood Drive, and Brushy Creek runs right in between Pinewood and McBee Street. A viewer sent us some video earlier today. We couldn't even believe it was the same spot. Take a look. This is what Sean Clark sent in. He lives over on McBee. These are the waters that were racing behind his house, right outside of his door practically. He said in his 7 years of living here, he has never seen the water that high. They were worried about some bridge damage that they had behind their house, but thankfully he didn't have any. But still, quite a sight to see. Now here, right now, you can see, like I said, the rain has slacked off. There's no flooding right here, but look at the roads. Look how muddy they are. Look at the debris that's come up from the creeks. So we want to urge drivers, if you're out in your cars, even though the rain has slacked off, please use caution, be careful. These areas can still be pretty treacherous. Live and Easley, Carrie Weimer, Fox Carolina, the 4 o'clock news.